So I'm back. The storm blew the power out. It's storming out there right now. But I am back trying to get things together. Just to kind of let you guys know what I have going on in here. I'm tearing down the pink room, tearing it down, trying to get everything together. Back to who am I? I think I was talking about how important it was to me to make sure that my daughters had a roof over their head and to know that they were loved. That's all that really mattered to me. I didn't want to put any lingerie on because I am packing, so there's that. But it was important to me for my daughters to know that they were loved. I'm packing down some of the boutique items that I tried to push last year. Not quite sure if I'm still going to do the boutique thing, but I got a couple of pieces that was really nice that I didn't want to get over. I didn't want to get rid of. Vetting the vendors was a horrible. It was a horrible process. But back to what I was saying. Who am I? A country girl from Mississippi. I didn't know home. That's what it was. I didn't know where home was. I didn't feel like I had a home until maybe about, I think I didn't start to stop running from life because I had a horrible childhood. It was very detrimental for me. And so I spent the bulk of my life running from it. Running from Mississippi, running from my memories, running from my family, just running instead of facing reality in who I am, what happened to me as a child, and to learn to deal with it. I thought if I just got away, that I would be a better person. And it wasn't. And then I realized, like, I got pregnant at 19 with my first child. I was on birth control, so that was kind of, it was a little challenge for me because I was trying to go into the military. I was literally running from life and trying to strive to have better and never be the people that I grew up around. Luckily, I was mentally strong enough to know that I needed to get away from my environment to become the woman that I am now today. And I'm still changing. And this is why I decided to purge my life and vlog my life to let people that have tried to get close to me over the years know who I am. Let me introduce you to. Sounds like someone was coming through my patio door. Let me introduce you to Shayla and let you know why I moved the way I moved, the mystery woman, as they love to call me, never letting anyone close, which is not true. I've let people close to me. They just didn't know that they were close. So I decided to vlog and purge my life because I have never lived alone a day in my life. I've always been terrified of living alone due to an incident from when I was a child. I was broke in on once when I was shit. A couple of times I was broke in on and kind of had to fight for my life. Shit, I'm just going to be honest here. I mean, because I'm vlogging and you guys want to know who I am and this new journey to empty nesting and becoming a different woman. But I grew up fighting my whole life. I fought to be here today. I physically fought every day of my life, of my childhood, my childhood. I fought every single day to be here, physically, mentally, emotionally, and physically fought to stand here today because I could have been dead by the hands of a few people. So yeah. Woo, I'm letting you guys in. So I was terrified of living by myself for many years. When I first moved out, I was relatively young, 18 years old, had an apartment with my, at 17, I had an apartment, I moved in with my sister into her apartment, lost that shit. 18, I, no, 19, 17, 18, I was with my sister, moved back in with my biological mother for a couple of months at 18, and then I moved out. Um, and then I had an apartment with my best friend of fourth grade, and left when I was 18, 19, got pregnant with my daughter. So pregnant with my daughter at 19, graduated high school at 19. I've always been embarrassed to say that, but I graduated high school at 19. I was, I have a late birthday, and then my mother held me back a year. That's always been embarrassing as well because of the mental distraught that was placed upon me as a child for making me feel that I was less than, that I wasn't smarter, than all of the other children that were around me growing up. So they made sure I felt that. So for many years, I was really, really quiet and I didn't hold conversations with anyone because I was always afraid of the mental abuse that would come along with that. So I had to learn to get over that as well. So not only was I fighting to live, I was fighting to be mentally free as well. So I decided to blog and purge everything all at once. Um, I'm on my path to home ownership. I never really wanted to own a home because, again, I never knew where home was. I never was able to call a place home until I hit my mid 30s. I think that's when I started accepting, okay, Shayla, you're about to be by yourself. What's your next step? You got to learn to get accustomed to these things. And I already gotten over, I think at 28, I think I was 28 years old when I finally took control of my life and no longer let the anger in the inside of me take over. So that's where I'm at. So I've moved around, done all of that shit. Um, So I got over that part, when I was 28 years old. My daughters changed me. I would definitely say that. Uh, got pregnant, birth control the first go round with my first daughter, and then I think my daughters were brought into my life to soften my heart and who I am, and it worked. I believe everything happens for a reason, and it worked. Um, so here we are. My daughters are my everything. Always have been my everything. I would have killed anyone behind my daughters. I'd have did some jail time behind them when they were younger. Um, so I've never lived by myself ever in my life until I had my first daughter at 19 when I moved out from my roommate, got my own place in the projects. put me in the front because I don't want to be back here with these other people paying $30 a month, trying to go to school. I'm struggling in community college, trying to stay awake, trying to hold down a job, pay bills, all this other little stuff. Baby daddy he's my little high school sweetheart. He wants to play in the streets and all this other little shit. So did that, and he moved in for a little while, moved back out. You know how that shit goes. Me young and dumb and stupid. So shit. After that, I just had 2 more children, and I've never lived alone. So now I'm about to be alone because I'm single, and I hadn't let anyone. Shit. Every time I fucking try to let somebody in and love me, they fuck up. And I can't say all of it is their fault, but for the most part, shit is what the fuck it is. So, luckily, I'm now over the night trimmers. I don't have any of those anymore. Where I used to have insomnia really bad because if I heard anything fall on the ground, any loud noise, I'm startled. I'm up for the rest of the night. Like, there is no going back to sleep for me. So I bought me a gun for that. So that way, when I got my gun, I started being able to sleep a whole lot better. And I've learned to relax and calm my nerves. So I wanted to vlog my experience becoming a homeowner. I'm rambling all over because I'm still trying to decide just how much I want to share with you guys. So I decided to pack down my house. I'm renting. I've been renting this home for 3 years now. I decided to pack down. My baby girl is going off to college. She's 18. She's going to Grand Canyon University. My middle daughter has an apartment in Columbus, Mississippi. She goes to Mississippi State. Actually, she's in Starkville, Mississippi. So she goes to Mississippi State. My oldest daughter is up in North Carolina. She's pregnant with my first grandchild that is due in November. I was going to leave Virginia until she got pregnant, and I decided, you know what, the girls are spaced out, so it's best for me to stay closer to the oldest one because I'll be closer to the grandbaby. So I'm going to live in Virginia. Virginia is going to be home. Virginia is really not that bad of a place for me. I just wish that I had some friends here. I still haven't quite made any bonding friendships here. The females here are a tad bit different. I guess I'm so accustomed to Southern, true deep South, deep Southern hospitality that I can't see past some people's flaws in their disloyalty and some of the shit that they do and how they move. So I'm still learning how to deal with people of that nature. The men and the women are just the same here, and it's just like, oh my God. So I got to try to take you at face value and not get upset at the things that you do. If we're out at the bar, we're hanging out, and the guy is trying to flirt at me, if I walk off to the bathroom, come back, you in the shit, you got his phone number, but damn, he just seen me sitting here flirting with the guy, and it's just like, it is what it is. He want my number, and I'm like, okay, cool. Let me get used to y'all broads over here, because down south you would have got your jaw jacked. But don't play with me like that. And it's not on the strength of a man. It's just, you rolling with me and you on that, that slick shit. Like, I can't have no slick female hanging with me. Like, I can't get down with that. But and the lying and the conniving and the stealing, and robbing niggas. I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with these women? I don't roll like that. Like, shit, you gonna get me killed hanging with you, and I'm innocent. But let me come back down. So Virginia's gonna be home, and I gave up the house. because I have to pay for my daughter's tuition. I told the girls that they would get 1 year off of me in college, and that's it. I'm done because I have done this all my life as a single mom. Their dad decided to be a fucking deadbeat, and that's cool, whatever, because they my kids, and they came up out of this. So this gonna make sure they taken care of. So that was my thing. I ain't crying, whine, ain't bitch. I ain't got time to be hounding nobody. I just did what I had to do. So that's that. So I'm giving up the house so that way I can pay their tuition. I can save to become a homeowner because I don't have any friends or family that I could actually say, hey, let me bomb a room off of you, for a couple of months while I look for a house where I get some things straightened out and take care of this damn girl's tuition. I don't have that here. I don't have that luxury. I'm just not afforded that. So I am going to rent an Airbnb. I found one for $678 a month. This lady has like a mother-in-law house. It looks like a little garage or whatnot. It's 2 stories, and there's a room up above it with a little kitchen countertop cook thing, and has its full bathroom. And I was like, shit, I can do that for a couple of months, and then I ain't got to see nobody else moving around. But luckily, there's a house at the end of the road that just came up. The guy passed away, so I'm trying to see what's the hap on that, if they want to actually sell that home before they put it on the market. But that's the plan. So I'll stay there for a few months. I'm hoping by December that I will become a homeowner. I'm hoping by December. God, I'm hoping by December I'm a homeowner. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to journal all of that, my process to empty nesting, my purchasing a home, and building within the pink walls. I got some wonderful things coming up with that. I go to a convention in September. I'm going to try my damnness to see if I can get these people at this convention to give me my own line. Like, I want my own label. I want my own line, not just my label. I want my own line. So I'm hoping that I can go and stand in front of these people and sell the pink. If I can just sell the pink, let me get up here. Let me hit my stance up on them, real quick. Let me go and snap this together, put on my pink, walk up in front of them and sell within the pink walls. Because look, this is where we're going. This is the vision, and this is how we're going to get there. Okay, this is the funds that I need to put behind this. This is what I'm willing to spend on this, and how far I'm willing to go. So hopefully that works out for me. If not, I still got the other vendors lined up. I just want them to give me my own line. Give me my own line like these other folks. So I'm saving for that as well, just in case I gotta drop a guap. I want to be prepared to be able to do so. So there's a lot of great things in store for me. The angels talking to me every day. And telling me that everything is okay. So when I stumble a little bit and I get a little nervous, they reassure me that everything is okay. And what I have decided to do is it's in line with where I'm supposed to be. So we are moving ahead with it, and I'm letting you guys in my life and seeing how things go. And it's probably because I just don't want to be by myself. So I feel like if I'm recording or if I'm entertaining you guys, I'm not alone, It just takes away the whole idea of me being an empty nester and being by myself. Gosh, these boxes are going to be so heavy. So it takes away from that. I hope that I keep you guys entertained. I hope that you like the my vlogs. And thank you for being within the pink walls. Thank you for watching and following me. It's gonna be something different. I'm no longer gonna be the mysterious woman. I'm going to let you guys 100% into my world. Everyone is saying, no, you need to be selective on what you want to say and what you show to the people. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to be me, as always. You're not doing this. I'm doing this. I'm going to be myself. If I hurt someone's feelings within the mist, of it. If I shared something that may affect your life, then you should have considered the things that you did to me prior to doing them to me. Okay? And just don't watch the show. If you were a good person, then you really don't have anything to worry about. Besides, I may not even talk to you. I'll talk about you. I may never get to that point. It's just vlogging. That's it. Gosh, I hate moving. I downsized. I gave away a lot of shit yesterday. I literally went through my kitchen and just took everything off the walls, everything off the counters, and was just like, fuck it. I'm just getting rid of all of it. Like, I'm just gonna get rid of all of it. I don't need any more of it, just. And then when I was sitting at the donation center, after tearing everything off the walls, everything out of the closet, Christmas trees, ornaments. I used to change my tree colors every other year, just ornaments and all kind of other shit. And I was like, I'm gonna lighten my load. I meant it when I said it the first time. And yes, I'm country as shit. I may not enunciate my words to its entirety. I am a Southern girl. That's what we do. So I meant it. And that's what I did. And when I sat outside the donation center with my car just loaded down. And I was like, fuck, girl, what are you doing? Like, all these years, you've accumulated all of this stuff over all of these years, 20 years you've accumulated this stuff, and you just gonna get rid of it. And then my middle daughter called me and asked me, was I depressed? And I said, no, I'm actually freeing myself. Like, completely freeing myself for the first time ever in my life. I'm nervous, but I'm excited as well. There's just something in me that just keeps saying, keep going, just keep pushing. You're almost there. I don't know where almost there is, but that's what it's telling me. So I'm going. I'm pushing because I'm almost there to whatever almost there is. I don't know where it is, but I'm almost there. So my lips. So there's a story behind my lips, right? I got up one morning when I said I'm gonna start my my podcast within the talking walls, and I'm like, all I need is me some lips to go on the wall. If I could just find me some lips to go on the wall, I'm telling my girlfriends I want to start this podcast. If I could just find me some lips on the wall, I said that would be perfect. Get up that Saturday early in the morning too, straight to Ross. So I just said, go to Ross, found the damn lips. And I was like, it was meant for me to start the podcast. But sometimes I regret starting the podcast because I had found a guy that I really, really, really liked, and my podcast prevented us from being together because he just couldn't accept some things. His loss, right? His loss, right? I think of him often. Shit, I guess I should have got my little step stool. I think of him often and I miss him. I think of him often and I miss him, but I know that we can never be because his train of thought is completely skewed. And he cares of no one but himself. And no matter how good that thing is to me, or how much my heart pitter patters when I am around him, I know he is no good for me. And it fucking sucks. He made for the streets. And I'm just like, why? Why do you have guys, that's motherfucking streets. Like, do you know what you possess in the inside? He's a fucking lover and he's a giver. And that shit is so fucking good. And it just, I'm like, why must you be for the streets? And I'm not saying like in a sexual way. He just, the dude got to keep going to the damn corner store. Like, the fuck is you doing at the corner store all the time? Like, you just got to go to the store. That's some street shit. And it just, he can't sit still for nothing. And then when he sits still, his legs shaking, and I'm just like, man, he's for the fucking streets. Like, what the fuck? Man. But I kind of knew that wasn't going to work out for the simple fact I like a certain type of man. I like a manly man. But I also like for my man to have a little street to him, a little oomph. You know, to grow up in the, you know, just little something up in him. He can walk, he can talk that talk, but he can't walk that walk. And maybe he can. Maybe it just, he couldn't walk the walk for me. I love this song. That's why I got a thing for you. He said, it's that dress with no pants on for me. It's that look me with the kind of thing for me. Anyways, I just wanted to log on here and just tell you guys thank you for tuning in, and I hope that I entertain you guys. I'm gonna try to keep this to like 30 minutes. And I just do not know where to look in this thing, but I'm gonna try to keep this thing to 30 minutes each time. This is not quite 30 minutes, I don't think. Yeah, it's 26 minutes, so I got to get things set up. Oh, I'm out here in the laundry room. I used to have curtains up there for the pink walls as well. But I'm gonna try to keep the show to 30 minutes, but it may be longer. I don't know because there's so much planned. There's going to be a lot going on. So I'm just going to be tapping in as I think of things that I think may be valuable to what I'm doing or what I want you guys to know. And this is my journey to empty nesting. I'm in here by myself. Nobody helping me pack it down. I'm just getting rid of shit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting rid of shit. Okay, I was in this house. This is a 3-bedroom. We're 4 with this room, and every room, this entire house was packed from room to room, wall to wall, closet to closet. I said, I'm done with that. I'm not living that life no more. You know, I want to lighten my load. I want to lighten the color. I want to brighten my home. I'm in a completely different space, and I'm just getting rid of shit. It's old. It's new. It's a new life for me. It's a new life, new journey. So everything is going to be new, except for my green monster, because I'm not getting rid of my green monster. It's going with me. So thank you for tuning in. That's it. It's that sundress with no panties on for me. It's that song for me. Don't care what it costs, shit for me.